When my brother David and I were making our way to Disney's Hawaii resort known as Aulani, we were considering whether or not it would be able to compete with the magic that we found on the Disney Cruise Line, especially at Disney's private island, Castaway Cay. And we've come to a conclusion that there is no right or wrong answer or correct or incorrect way to experience Disney. They are all different and fun. After I got back from our adventure, the most popular question by far, Michael, which do you prefer, Aulani or Castaway Cay? The reality is there is no right or wrong answer, but in today's video, I'm going to talk about the differences between them and how I prioritize them in my mind. First and foremost, let's talk about some thoughts that I had about relaxation on Disney vacations. After Aulani, relaxation on adventures that do not include a Disney theme park like Walt Disney World or Disneyland is more important than ever, and Aulani and the Disney Cruise Line, especially Castaway Cay, offer a phenomenal relaxation experience. You can sit back and relax at the adult-only beach Serenity Bay at Castaway Cay and walk out into the clear water with fish all around you, or you can just relax by the jacuzzi and have food brought to you as you're sitting there watching the Hawaiian sunset. They both offer unique advantages. Obviously, the biggest difference between the two is that you can actually catch the sunset at Aulani. For Castaway Cay, you have to wave to the sunset as you leave on the Disney cruise ship. Even though it is just a quick stop, I consider Castaway Cay one of the most relaxing locations I have ever been to. A private piece of paradise where the water is crystal clear all around you. I really felt like the ocean water was a lot clearer right there at Castaway Cay, and you could see all the fish around you. It was unbelievable. Whether you're sitting by those jacuzzis at Aulani or watching the ocean at Castaway Cay, you do have to eat. And at Castaway Cay, they have cookies 1, cookies 2, the adult-only barbecue. No matter what you choose from any location at Castaway Cay, I almost guarantee you're going to love it. At Aulani, however, the food can be a little bit of a hit and miss. If you go to Ama Ama, it's extremely good but very expensive. Mama's Snack Stop, delicious but mostly just fried food. Ulu Cafe is good but doesn't have that top-of-the-line food that you're really looking for, and the other restaurants are definitely hit and miss. It's something to consider between the two. Now let's dive deeper into the relaxation. At Castaway Cay, it is unbelievably relaxing. Beautiful sun and crystal clear water and the fish just swimming around you. You can rent jet skis and boats. It's so much fun. I'm looking forward to going back very, very soon, but there is one thing at Castaway Cay you have to keep doing: looking at your watch. That is something to consider between the two. It's the biggest difference, in my opinion, between the two. You can walk on the beach at Aulani for as long as you like. There's no time limit. You can sit out there till 1 in the morning if you really want to. You can do it. And it's just something to consider between the two. There's no time limit except for the limit of your vacation. At Aulani, at Castaway Cay, you have to get back on the ship. Now, I did mention excursions, and my all-time favorite excursion at Castaway Cay, you may recall, the jet skis. That was just so much fun to experience with my brother. We went out on this little bit of sand, saw the ocean in 360 degrees. It was incredible. We really loved it. I also do recommend petting those stingrays and feeding them and snorkeling at Castaway Cay, but it's a very different type of excursion than Hawaii. In Hawaii, it is totally different. You can see new things on the island. It's a very large island, especially compared to Castaway Cay, which is tiny in comparison. You can do the Makapu'u Trail, which I do recommend, but you do need to like hiking and walking about 1.5 miles each way, which is definitely worth it. Those views were incredible, but it's a totally different type of experience. Now, obviously, I did not see everything there is to see and do at Hawaii, nor have I done everything you can do at Castaway Cay, but that being said, you can see the differences between the two. Some more focused on the Hawaiian culture, other are more focused on those Caribbean adventures, so different styles of vacation. Now, it would not be a fair comparison between Aulani and Castaway Cay if I didn't talk about price. One thing that I really love about Castaway Cay and the Disney Cruise Line in general is that after my vacation, I'm never surprised by the bill I get at the end. I've already paid everything up front, it's all set to go, no problems. There's a little bit of a tip at the end for all of those servers and hosts who did an amazing job on my cruise. That's not a problem at all, I expect that. But at Aulani, it's totally different. It was a little bit surprising. My brother and I did pay for our resort room in advance. That wasn't surprising, and the flight to Hawaii, we knew that would be expensive too. That wasn't surprising either. The surprise was the food costs. The food prices continue to shock me. I know the food is more expensive in Hawaii. I get it. They have to get it shipped. But when you walk away with bills that are much more than you expected, it takes away from the experience experience just a bit. Now that being said, I do have to mention I have not done a full price comparison between a Disney cruise and Aulani. I'm sure I'll make one of those videos in the future, but to me, Aulani just felt more expensive. Now this ties into the timing just a little bit, but when you're at Castaway Cay, you are there for a set amount of time, and that makes sense. You're there for a day during your cruise, or if you're on a double dip cruise, which are amazing, you get to go twice and you know you're coming back, which is a lot of fun. But at Aulani, you can stay for as many or as few days as you would like. It is very helpful, but again, very expensive, so these are just factors to consider. They are both fun, relaxing, and have unique experiences. There is no way for me to choose between the two, Castaway Cay or Aulani. I love them both. I think they're both fun. I'm looking forward to going back to both of them in the future. Now, those are my thoughts. I would love to hear from you. Have you been to Castaway Cay and Aulani? And if you haven't, that's okay. Just from the vlogs, which one looks more fun to you? Let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear from you. Thank you so much for being a part of the magic with me. Until next time, have a magical day.